Hello and welcome our viewers to a new episode of your show Hobbies Catalog. For today's episode, our hobby will be motorcycle in general and bikes specifically. And our special guest Khalid Abu Jubain, he will tell us everything we need to know about his group, his bikes and his journey. And now without further ado, let's begin. Welcome back our viewers. So for now I have with us our special guest Khalid Abu Jubain. Hello Mr. Khalid.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, all good. Thank you for being here with us at the show.
Appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad you chose me for the show.
You're welcome. Actually, we are glad that you accepted our invitation. Mr. Khalid, your hobby is the motorsports,
Yes.
bikes in general.
Yes.
Since when?
Started with me since I was a kid. I used to love motorcycles, but deep riding started in 1999 or 98.
1998.
Yes, and then I owned my first bike in year 2000. It was a Honda Shadow. Yeah.
The Honda Shadow. Yeah, I like it. It was a good one, classic also.
Exactly.
But you used to love the bikes since you were a kid.
Yes.
How? Like you were watching maybe TV or maybe someone in the family?
It ran in the family. My father, Allah yarhamah, he owned one since in his youth, and it was since that maybe it transferred and it grew with me to the limit where I established one of the biggest motorbike riders team, the Kuwait Riders.
I established it,
Yeah.
We know you, already we know you because of the auction that you have in the Instagram,
Yes.
the team, the Kuwait Riders. I saw the bike in the outside, I parked my car, okay. I saw out of the studio, I saw, okay, there's a Kuwait Riders, but okay, I said, okay, this is Khalid, it's got to be him. And it's wonderful that you are here with us. So, you had the bike, you established the team, when exactly?
So in the year 2000, thing is, you meet a lot of people in this hobby, and then you start making family with those type of people who ride and who have the same passion. In the year 2000, I started collecting numbers.
Numbers of people?
Yes, telephone numbers, yes. Phone numbers for people who are passionate to this hobby. We created teams, we traveled, we went outside Kuwait.
Only Kuwaiti people?
No, everything. We were mixed of all nationalities. We traveled, and then the list grew into let's say 2,000 phone numbers.
2,000?
Yes, 2,000 phone numbers since year 2001. I used to be a leader for communicating with team members. Every team, they handed me the database to contact and broadcast messages, let's go, let's ride. So I started gathering that since then, which grew with me to a huge database. And then that time I created the Bikes for Sale Instagram account, which
when you already had like the big numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, but exactly when you created the auction?
It started with me. I used to publish ads for bikers free, for sale free. No.
Okay, you
don't
take
charge
commission.
Them. Yeah, I don't charge them. I don't take commission for maybe 4 years, which made a good reputation. Yeah, which created a huge reputation, good reputation. After that, I started charging. And when you transfer the hobby into a passion, that's something really nice.
And when you transfer it into a business, you become millionaire.
Yes, of course. I wish.
That's a good thing. You will be.
Yes.
Of course, because you build. Yeah, there is a family legacy. I mean, it was your father,
Yes.
Allah yarhamah, first,
Yes.
and now there is you, Khalid, and you built something that I bet your father, even your father, or a lot of people couldn't do it, because it wasn't only a passion for you, but Listen, it is a passion when I love something and when I do it. But when you try to do something bigger good, building a community, that means you take care of other people, and that's a good thing also.
Yes. We had, we had ups and downs. You sometimes you face problems with the family. You're most of the time worrying about your hobby, and then I don't know if are you interested in motorbike? Do you own one?
Actually, I want to own one, but I couldn't.
You couldn't?
Yeah, I'm trying to convince myself, but I'm afraid because here in Kuwait we don't have the awareness.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid that maybe a woman or a driver may hit me.
Yeah, this is our main concern, the drivers here in Kuwait. But before we talk about safety, I wanted to get back to trying to convince you to own a bike.
Please convince me.
But I heard kind of taking permission from the family or something like that.
Yeah,
you can tell them always that instead of marrying another woman, you can own another bike, or you can own a bike,
Okay, you said it.
That's policy.
Not me. Yeah. So
that's why I have six motorbikes.
Oh, okay.
I have 6 motorbikes at home.
And how many wives?
Just one. I hope this is not.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So no, because actually I wanted to buy it, but my wife said she's afraid that I might get an accident.
Yeah.
Because the bike, it's not like a car, and unfortunately here we don't have the awareness.
As I told you,
a lot of people drive so fast. They even exceed the red light.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate. So
see, the safety issue is major in Kuwait, and especially riding motorbikes. If you ride with big groups, a group of 4 or 5, you're noticed in the street more than riding by yourself. Especially.
Yes, you will be noticed.
Yes, you'll be noticed because it's a small bike
hive.
and 2 wheels. Exactly. When you're like in a group, you're noticed lights and reflectors and signs. And do it professionally, especially when Kuwait riders are riding. There are signs, and we gather. We give them rules. It's safer on a group than on riding a solo bike.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. So you give them instructions when you try to ride. But
Yeah.
what if I want maybe to go to a restaurant by myself with the bike? I mean, why can I do that?
Yes,
That's unfortunate.
usually we advise to go at certain times, on vacations,
How
Friday
many
mornings, once a day, or once a week. I mean,
Once a week?
Yeah, which is like twice a week can happen, but not too much for a person who is deeply into motorbikes. I used to go till now. I ride to work on the bike, and we still face uneducated, non-awareness. There is no awareness for people who ride cars about motorbikes. We are on 2 wheels. It's easily tipped over if you just turn and scare him. Just turning at him.
Scare him. Yes, he will fall down, and maybe other car might hit over him.
Yes.
Yes, and that's unfortunate. So, for our dear viewers, I just want you to know that, please, we have to be careful more about the people who ride the bike or a bicycle. We need to know and realize that these people, they might get afraid.
Yep.
And we might hit them. So, but I want to ask you for one thing, really interesting. Where do you go with the group when you want to go to somewhere? Like it's a once a week, right?
Yes.
Where do you go?
Usually we
just
have,
to ride over and come back?
The whole season is like for 4 months maximum. We plan Friday mornings to rides around cafes, restaurants, down south, up north, Jisr Jabir, We specify the date.
Jabir Bridge, you go to it?
Yes.
Oh, that's a
Jabir
good
Bridge.
thing.
Yeah, and we specify the location, the gas tank has to be filled up, and we find the right timings, and usually we're sponsored by
other companies or
companies,
groups.
big companies, which usually we invite the team. We all wear one vest, so we can all look alike, and
also like to buy some cafes from that cafe who sponsored you, and also post it in the Instagram. That's like a commercial thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yes,
I thought
we
maybe
market
you only
for
drive.
the team. Yes.
I thought that you only drive, buying a bike, go with a group, taking some coffee, and it might be for free.
Yes.
And it's also, we chit-chat and talk, and that's a good thing.
Actually, we are known for that. Our Kuwait Riders team is now, there is
Really
no
famous.
membership fees. You just pay for the vest, you know, and there's like a weekly breakfast. Also, we create once a year a trip to Europe with the team. It's sponsored.
I wanted to ask you, how do you go to Europe and on a trips with the group?
Usually, some people ship their bikes, or usually we rent bikes in Europe. The best way is to sit on your bike and go through Saudi on the ferry, on the, I don't know what you call it,
Saudi
ship.
Arabia?
Through ship, you go to Turkey, and from there you enter Europe. Yeah.
And then from Turkey, crossing all of Europe
Yes.
with the bike.
Yes, a lot of teams in Kuwait, very famous. Or you can ship them with a very famous company here in Kuwait. It's
No,
called-
shipping them, that's not...
There's no fun
where's
about
the-
it, but
yeah, there's no fun.
it's very well known. Desert Rangers is one of the companies. It's not a company. He's a hobbyist. He owns this huge network of transportation for bikes, and he's doing
And he
great.
doing it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
do it well.
Yes.
Okay. In 2008, 2009 also, you used to travel, right?
Yes.
Across Europe.
Yes.
It's addiction for you.
Oh yes, we reached Syria, Turkey, we reached Lebanon, you know, we reached Europe. I rode London, I rode Croatia, or most of the Europe, Germany, you know, most of the USA.
Even USA?
Yeah, I rent there.
Ah, you
Didn't
rented
it?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
of
rent
course.
there, yeah.
So I wanted to ask you about the difficulties that you faced during your journey and with your hobby also.
Uneducated car drivers who do not respect motorcyclists. You know, a rider can
Unfortunately.
be anyone, can be your father, can be a doctor, can be someone really important, you know. Someone who is very responsible for a major position in the country. If that person is hit or by car, we can lose him, you know. It's a doctor. It doesn't have to be those people who are always
And unfortunately-
doing wheelies and, you know, not wearing helmets. Most of the bikers and riders in Kuwait tend to degrade our reputation by not wearing a helmet, or just, you know, talking to girls or stuff like that.
Unfortunately,
your number.
we don't care about these people who try to do some unethical things.
Yeah.
But I care about when I see that too many drivers, they are uneducated and unfortunately non-trained, and they have the license. I don't know how they get it, but we just. I tried as possible as I can to raise the awareness about that.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And I wanted to ask you about the workshop that you have for the auction. Where is it?
It's in my house. It's in Abu Hassania.
Okay.
I would love the viewers and you to follow me. And
Actually, I already did.
And after the program, I'm going to convince you to buy a motorbike, because you can ride it outside of Kuwait. You don't have to be in Kuwait.
I
you know.
want-
It's
I
safe.
want to
it's
buy one.
safe here. It's not safe for the riders here, but you're gonna enjoy it.
I want to buy one also with a pickup truck so I can ship it maybe and go to another country in the
Probably.
summer, you know?
Yes, you can do that. You
It's
can
really,
do that.
because my dream is to ride a bike in Hawaii,
Yeah.
Oh, it's really my dream.
Yeah.
through the mountains.
One of the major things that went viral with me in my life, the helmet. I used to collect helmets from people who don't need them anymore and distribute them free of charge.
Oh.
Yes, that went viral. I have couple of videos who went like 220,000 viewers in 2-3 days, you know. That video gave me a good push to make my Instagram account, Bikes for Sale, and my business. Because I used to distribute, till now, I distribute helmets for free for those who cannot buy it.
Mr. Khalid, unfortunately, we don't have more time. I wish that we have more time so I can take more information because it's really fun.
Thank you so
Inshallah,
much.
next time you will tell us about your trips more.
Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Latif. It was really interesting. I appreciate, and I hope you get a motorbike and you ride safely one day.
Inshallah, I would ride with you.
Yes,
Bismillah.
please. I'm honored, and Kuwait Riders is open for anyone, any nationality, any bike type, any gender.
Inshallah. Thank you, Mr. Khalid.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you, our viewers, for watching this episode. Hope you liked it and enjoyed it. And in case you did, we will see you in our next episodes.